Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us again on Deep Dives. This one we're kind of excited about because we are going to be talking about our recent trip to Sedona and to see our friend Solreta Antaria.
That was amazing.
That was so cool. And we just did a video on that, which we will be posting soon. It should be up by the time this one's up. And we had an interview with her, so that was really cool. Make sure you check that out. But this one, we were kind of preparing, and this thing is full of like
pictures, but also just amazing
activations,
downloads, energy, leaving bad energy, getting good energy, masculine vortexes, and
feminine, and
just it's jam packed, and we're really excited to bring it to you because we feel like it will definitely impact you because it really impacted us.
Yeah.
And so we're really excited to share it with you, especially some of the things are cutting edge technology as well that we experienced. And just from the drive, up to the mountains down to Sedona.
So let's start there. So
yes.
So what we did is we had made arrangements when we found out Solreta was going to be in town.
Yeah.
And we had a couple of windows. And so once we solidified the dates, I had just gotten back, as we've kind of covered on the channel, that I went to Tony Rodriguez's Odyssey Sedona conference, and Johnny was unable to join us for that. And so as soon as I got back, that's all he heard about was like Sedona, Sedona, Sedona. And so once we knew we were going to see Sol, I said to him, hey, do you want to go early? And we can go check out Sedona, just like go like overnight, we can do that. He was like, yeah, let's do that. So we started out, I think, was it the day before or 2 days before?
2 days before.
I got like a download that we needed to really meditate, really get ourselves in the right space. And then I was hearing, go to the mountains, like go to the mountains. That's really going to help you to kind of get you in the place that you need to be so that you can receive, what you're going to be receiving in Sedona. So that's what we did. And we went up to Mount Charleston on the outskirts of Las Vegas. And so we have some pictures to share with you from that time. And that was pretty incredible. Okay. So we can just kind of, are we sharing with that? Sorry guys, 1 second. Share. Okay.
All right.
So these are just some pictures. By the time we had gotten up there, and it was just not that long after Katie and I were up there. I don't know, how long was that?
Well,
a few days?
Yeah, not even a week.
Yeah, I want to say it was like 3 or 4 days, and snow had, you can go ahead and just keep flipping through. And snow had touched the ground already. So we went back to the site where Katie and I had some extraordinary stuff, which we're going to talk about in the next
Sacred
Sites, which is going to be
the 17th.
No,
the 24th.
24th, of November. And we'll go through some of that kind of stuff. I look crazy in that, but I have like a million layers on because it was really cold. It was like, and then so these are just some pictures. Okay, so see that one? That is like a thing we found, and if you listen to on Lily's channel, Phil and those guys were talking about, when you see those, you see the branch bent and everything, and Katie Mabry was talking about that. They were saying that's Sasquatch. So we thought that was kind of interesting. We saw that one, and then we walked a little further and we saw another one, not that far away, right?
Yeah, it wasn't that far away at all, and it was literally that's where we actually did our meditation.
Yeah, go ahead. You can tell us, right?
So we'll show we have a picture of the other. What would we call it?
I don't even know what you would call that. It was
almost like
a structure, like
a structure, but like a Sasquatch structure. But this was a rock.
It's really big. It doesn't look as big in that picture, but
but it fits both of our butts on it, so it's a good
plus
size.
thumb. Like we could have sat probably 2 more people on there.
And we put some crystals around. But she really felt strongly that this was the area that we were going to meditate in, and so we sat on this rock, and we did. She guided a meditation that was really, really cool, and it got us it really got, kind of everything moving, where you really felt the the clearing, and actually the space to get downloads and to get clear for our Sedona trip. And then in moving through,
These are just some things of the drive. Yeah.
So this is just some of the drive, and it was pretty incredible because
There's a little town up there,
and it also started to snow again up there, so that was really cool. You can see the snow even on the roofs there.
Those are like cabins you can rent, and they're
Yeah.
kind of close together, but they're pretty cool. We took the kids one year.
Yeah,
We took the kids, and it was nice to kind of just go up there and be up there.
and the pictures, it's nice, so we can show you something, but when you're there and you look up, it's just beautiful together. So you can see all these are some of the kind of the tree lines. That was a beautiful on the way down.
Yeah, it was like snowing.
Again, it's just beautiful mountainside.
And so we really felt like we got like super cleared and super like strong energies while we were there. We were ready to kind of go and be in the Sedona energies. But that was
Mount Charleston, and we got some. We got a few more of the
those are some of the houses that are up on like stilts on the side of the mountain.
That's really high up.
And that's like leaving it when you're kind of coming out of it.
And that's me and Lisa.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that was, I think, I don't remember where we were. We might have been by Cathedral Rock at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's us going back out, like when we were leaving. Oh, that's the other structure.
This is the other structure, yeah.
So you see, it was like really interesting, but the wood kind of gets better. And that is a mountain that we're going to talk about in Sacred Sites. But that's another view of it. And again, when we were leaving. So
those are the pictures of that.
Yeah. So that was like right before we left to go to Sedona. So then
and I'll tell you, I really feel like that was more for me. I mean, it was for both of us, but it was, I think, more for me that she felt her guidance told her that we needed to do that. It was for both of us to receive whatever we were going to receive at Sedona, but I think it was really more for me to really get clear on what we were going to go into.
I mean, we felt it right away.
Oh, yeah.
We went into that just kind of open and ready to kind of see what was going to go. And when we were up there, it was really overwhelming. And then we went into kind of the rest of the day just being like, wow, in awe of our, how our energy had shifted.
Yeah.
And how everything kind of felt lighter and better.
Yeah, it really did. It really felt like it was, a good prerequisite for what we were going to do, and it really did. I think it really primed our mindset and everything moving forward to clear everything else out, so we were really able to receive, what we needed to moving forward, and the next portion that we want to move into is really exciting. I think this was the main reason. Well, this was one of the main reasons why I think the clearing was really necessary. But this was a surprise, and so she told me she had a surprise for me, and so.
And by the way, when we first were going up, and I was getting that guidance from, I guess my higher self or my guidance, whoever it was telling me, but they were saying that we needed to go get clear and kind of get ready for the next part of it. We didn't have this leg of it solidified yet. It was something that I had reached out to try to do, but I hadn't had that like done. So
which goes to show you that
it was happening.
Yeah, it was happening, and who knows better than our guidance.
Yeah. But what we did was we spoke a little bit about it in a video that we're going to show you. So I'm not going to go into it too much here because otherwise it'll be kind of redundant. But we went to Arcturus Ra. He has what he calls a cell well. It's a med bed. And so we have some pictures of us going and experiencing, that. And that was incredible too. So I tell the story in another video about how all that came to be. but we're going to show you some of the stuff from the med bed, and then we'll talk a little bit about kind of what we experienced there. Are we sharing with that?
Well, I'm going to share right now.
Okay. We'll go into kind of what that was just super incredible. And you went into it first, really, so you can kind of talk about it. So this is it. He fashioned that. It's basically a tanning bed that he took apart.
He took all the guts out.
He just took everything out. He rebuilt it himself, and he has a video on his website about it. But Elohyla was telling us that the one in the video is actually the first.
That's the first generation.
Yeah.
And this is the third generation. So it's upgraded.
And when you walk in and you're standing, by this, you can feel it.
Yeah, it's definitely, I hate to keep using the word palpable, but it is. And you really feel it. And you can actually connect with it. You're given the time to do whatever you need to do to connect with the bed, the energy, not only in Sedona, but with the bed, with actually that home that you see right there was put together in a beautiful way where you can feel the flow of the energy, and it really adds to it.
You should see the plants in that house.
Yeah.
From being in this energy all the time, they are the most beautiful, healthy, like gorgeous plants.
Yeah.
But so this med bed is 5D technology.
Doesn't have a plug.
There's no electricity that goes into this.
There's no lights, no noises, no performative kind of BS. This is straight cutting edge technology, frequency.
And it is a sentient consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually a consciousness that you can connect to. It has a name. I'm not going to say it here just because I don't know to what degree they allow for those things. I didn't see anything about it on his website. So, I'm not sure how much they share, but you can certainly go there and you can book if you're going to be in the Sedona area. And we strongly recommend that you do.
Yeah. The difference, the healing is definitely is real. And what you do and what you get when you're near the med bed, when you're in it, and when you're back out of it, you cannot shake the feeling.
So let's show a couple of your pictures and stop on you. So this is John.
Yeah. So this was me just connecting with the sentience of the bed, the consciousness of the bed, and kind of getting just connecting with it, and really, she said, yeah, take a few minutes, take whatever you need, and literally, I kind of turned to Lisa after about 10 seconds, and I was like, wow, because you feel it, you can really feel the power of that bed, and so I'm going in. This is Elohyla.
A beautiful woman.
Really, yeah, really beautiful. And you can tell her skin is beautiful, and she's really just a
beautiful
nice
soul.
Yeah, and she's actually really good to guide you through it. She explains it, and she lets you just have what you need to have the best experience there. And so you put a blindfold on and
listen to binaural beats.
So it gets your right and left brain into coherence. And
that's me. Okay, so let's talk a little bit. Go back to you. Let's talk a little bit about some of your experience. I mean, how much you want to share with it, but really just kind of like the difference. What were you kind of noticing?
Yeah. So, you have to do a few things, and so with that, you really want to be in a space in your, in what you're thinking about. You want to really quiet yourself, and so you want to think what you want to get healed, what's important. So you set the intention on what you want to do, but you also want to set the intent on what you want to manifest. So the two goals when you come out of this is what was your intention about manifesting, and especially what do you want to heal? And this heals at a cellular level, And so, one of the things I wanted to heal was my joint. I have some issues going on with my joints physically, and enough for nothing. I didn't think of it at that time, but because there's a couple of things. Believe me, I got a couple of things going on. But this was something where I didn't kind of, like I say, it wasn't premeditated or anything. But I was having a problem with my joints. When I got out of it, I realized that, wow, this is going to be something I could literally do a scientific kind of experiment on and go, did it actually help? Because either my joints feel better or they don't. And not for a second, because it was like just a head thing, but do they feel better? And it's been 4 or 5 days, still enjoying the results of that med bed. But that was one of my goals, one of my healing goals, was the joint pain that I was feeling, which was actually pretty severe. And so that was one. And then the manifestation what I wanted to manifest. And so I feel like when you're in the bed, you actually, if you can quiet yourself enough and really open up your heart a little in there, and really set an intention and go in there with being fully committed.
Yeah.
Right. And so right away, where I went to was what I wanted to manifest, both health wise and, in kind of in life. I felt I was already done. So just being in that bed and fully giving myself kind of an allowance to connect and be one with that frequency, that I was going to heal, and it was done, and I was going to manifest, and it was done. And 100%, there wasn't a bit of doubt in me. It was 100% certainty that was going to happen. And again, I gotta say that my joints, I cannot tell you the relief, because it didn't reduce my pain in my joints or heal it 50% or 75% or 20%. I feel no pain in my joints. And it was bad. I couldn't hold a dart in my hand.
To play darts.
To play darts.
Yeah.
I couldn't literally hold it in my hand. So anyway, that's and let me tell you, the first time I spoke about it, it was very hard for me to contain my emotion on that, because it's something where I thought I wouldn't be able to throw a football again or play with my, throw with my grandkids, play with my daughter, do any of it. It was something that was kind of sickening me, that would be.
Yeah, that was really incredible. And he kept saying, I can squeeze the car wheel and
steering wheel.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to squeeze anything. I got a very good grip, big hands, and I'm used to grabbing, and I felt like I can make a full fist. And even if I wanted to like punch a bag or do anything, that I would be able to do it.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the kind of almost supernatural stuff that you were feeling like you were experiencing. I mean, you don't have to go into detail, but you definitely felt like there was something more going on there.
Yeah. So when they talk about, it being sentient and being a consciousness and being, in the 5D, again, I don't want to go too far into what they do there, but because I think everyone should go there and just and experience it with no preconceived notion. But I definitely felt connected to something outer worldly, and the fact that I didn't get some of the vision stuff that you got, but I had a feeling of connection to,
and you had some visions and things like that as well.
Yeah. So Aisha.
No, I mean,
so the most vivid that I had was of Gianna.
Yeah, our daughter.
So yeah, but it was not how she is now. She's 15 years old now, but this is when she was when she was say 4 or 5 years old, and when I needed to open up my heart space, that's really the key to most everything I'm learning. And so, but and it wasn't, again, not premeditated, but when I went in there, they know that what fills my heart almost immediately and overfills it with love and pride and everything else is Gianna when she was like young like that, and well, still now too, but when she was young like that, I just had it was an amazing experience, and I was trying to connect with the bed, and I got such a vivid picture.
And Elo Hyla told us that it will give you what you need.
Yeah, and that's what I needed to open up my heart space to a point where I just felt like my chest opened up.
Yeah.
And I was chasing her around and hearing her call me daddy the way she used to with her little voice and laughing and
you really got a lot out of that after.
Yeah. And it was incredible, and it was so vivid. And when I tried to even back out of it, because I was going, no, this is what my old this is what I always think. I think about her, but it made it even more vivid. And when I try to kind of gaslight myself again, and this is happening in like fractions of a second.
Yeah.
But when I tried to gaslight myself again, it made it even more vivid. And I was trying to brush her hair, and when she would start giggling back to me, I mean, just
powerful.
Yeah. And it got more and more vivid, more and more audio of specific things that she would say that kind of bring me back. Like sometimes like a smell can bring you back to a memory. Things that she would say or how she would giggle bring me right back to that time. But so that was the most incredible thing to me, because as I tried to gaslight myself, it came on stronger and was just going, no, this is what you need.
Yeah.
So that being said, that's the last bit of what you have to do before you go real calm, right in there, and you go real calm, so you can actually set your intention and manifest your healing and your life goal, what you're looking for moving forward.
Yeah.
But it was, I don't know, you probably remember anything
well
more than me.
So when you're the first person going in, then of course you're going to go into the bed and you're going to have your experience, and then when you're waiting for that person, she says just sit quiet and kind of like in meditation. So
It's my journal.
Yeah. So oh, you want it? Okay.
I don't know if I'm missing anything. Go ahead.
So I went into meditation and I was connecting with the bed before I went in. So that was interesting. And then while I was sitting there in meditation, I started perceiving these light beings in the room, and I would say there was like 6 to 8 of them that were kind of around. And so when this was happening, I was just sending light out to John in healing that he would be getting whatever it was that he needed. So I found that was really interesting. And then he kind of came out and she said, please don't share, anything about your experiences with each other. And then we'll kind of unpack it, when you guys are both done. If you guys feel like sharing something, then we'll share it.
Yeah. And I just was looking over, I'm not a journaler, and I just felt a compulsion to kind of to do that. And really, when it wasn't for me, it wasn't the one vision I spoke about was that was the defining one, but everything else was just a connection, a feeling.
Yeah. And so then that's me going in, and then I'm getting the same thing, and just kind of
say in the bed.
Yeah. And then so while I was in there, I was experiencing being somewhere else. I don't know. I don't know if I was in the astral, or I was like off planet or something like that. And then I I was somewhere on this huge, it looked like an ethereal, like white with kind of bluish light, like a wheel, which I have seen something similar to this vision before in other ways, but not exactly the same way. So I found that interesting. And then what happened was my binaural beats started. The sound started going out. In retrospect, I think it was about 8 to 10 minutes before I was going to be done with this, but I was just hearing like a zip, zip, zip noise in my ear. And so it kind of pulled me out of it a little bit. And what I was perceiving was a huge, huge white being on the top of this thing. It didn't feel nefarious, but it just felt like it was almost if it was crouching down, and it was
Powerful.
this thing was this bed was between its kind of legs. Like if you were crouching down with something, if you had like say a rock or something kind of between your legs, that's how big this thing was. And when it was like over it, kind of leaning like this, like I said, it didn't feel nefarious, but this thing was, I've never seen anything that looks like this before. And when I was kind of coming up, because then there was a point where the music was starting to come in. The music was probably off for, I don't know, 3 minutes or more. And I was trying to kind of stay in this because I was observing this being. It stood up and it was taller than trees. It was like head and body out of the roof, out of the top of this home. And it was like way up there. And then the music started playing again. So so that was interesting.
Yeah. And I think with the music, I didn't know about the zip because I think I was like, I was out. Like I was like really in the meditation in there. But I feel like the music was off too. And because I remember coming around going, oh, I think, is it over? And then the music started again. So who knows?
Yeah.
But that was some experience you had.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So then, so that was our first thing. And so after that, she said, ground, make sure that you guys go and you ground. And the place that we had filmed, with Katie Mabry at Sacred Sites when Lily Nova and Tyler Koala and Phil joined Emma and I for that Sacred Sites. That was the stupa, and we actually went back to the stupa because it was literally up the road from her.
Yeah.
And I had kind of wanted to go to a different place, but because it was close and it was getting to be like afternoon and he was feeling hungry and everything, I was like, okay, but let's just go ground first and then we can go get something to eat. So
yeah,
we have some pictures from us being at the stupa as well. You probably have to go into the Google Drive. Sorry, guys. We're not, we're still trying to exit. Sorry. We're, so the stupa, yep. So we just have some quick pictures to show. Yeah, you got to share screen with that. Do you have it?
Yep. Oh.
There it is. We did it.
I'm getting this.
Okay. So we'll go through these fast because we kind of took a long time with the first part. But okay, so here's a picture of the stupa, and that
the Tibetan whale.
Yep. That you can kind of do a prayer on and spin it. Just keep going quickly, and that's where you can write your prayers. This was a medicine wheel that we did. These are just some sites from the stupa that were just beautiful.
That medicine wheel was actually, I felt that was powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what that's called now. I wish I had Katie Mabry here with me, but yeah, some more sites from it.
This is Thunder Rock, right?
No, Thunder Mountain is fine. Oh. Keep going.
That's me.
It is Johnny. Oh, that was it. Okay, that's all we saved on that one. And so anyway, so then we went and we did the stupa. And then after that, we decided to go and I guess, did we go have dinner and kind of just hang out?
Yeah, after that we went to go eat.
We checked in and then we went to go get something to eat. You can look in the, no, I don't think you want to leave site. You want to go up it. Sorry, you guys, we're still trying to figure it out. Let's do the X. Yep. And then back. There we go. Okay. And then we went to Sedona with John, I guess would be the next thing, wouldn't it?
Mm. Yeah.
Okay. So then we were just kind of in Sedona. So now we're like totally flying high because we went to this med bed thing and everything that we thought we would kind of receive in activations and all of that we were anticipating in Mount Charleston. Definitely, came true. These aren't going to be in any order. We'll just kind of explain but are we sharing?
Yeah, we're sharing.
Oh, okay, good.
So this was, when we walked in, this restaurant was funny to me because it was like walking into the Munchkin Patch in the Wizard of Oz. Like it was so little to walk in, right?
Yeah.
It felt, but it was really nice inside. And we met actually a great couple in there that gave us a couple of good tips.
yeah, places to go and stuff. And then this is where I ended up buying my my ring that I got there. That was my
Moldavite.
Yeah, and is it Moldavite? Yeah,
Yeah.
Moldavite and meteorite and that
Herkimer diamond.
Diamond, yeah. So we got it there, and those ladies were so nice. I want to show this because that almost looks like it's a sign. The weather was damp, so it's kind of cloudy, but the moon is real, but the star underneath it was from a sign.
Yeah, but the moon was.
But I show another picture because it almost looked like it was part. See, that's when we were driving, but that moon was incredible.
Yeah, it was like a thumbnail, but big and low.
Yeah, that was election night, and it was pretty incredible.
That was amazing election night.
Yeah, we just kind of didn't really focus in on that. This is the next day. We went to
the secret garden.
Yep, the secret garden, and had breakfast.
This was amazing to eat in this. In the,
that was just a picture from the window. I know we were
that's
out.
Lisa.
Yeah, that's me. They had these blankets out there and pillows on the couch. It was really warm, and even though it was cold outside, it was like really comfy.
And you see all the plants and everything. You're reading in that, and you can actually still feel the energy of it. And it's so old there that really got to me walking in there. How old it was.
Yeah.
And that's me and Lisa. All right, I'll stop saying who it is.
Okay.
I'm just playing.
And that was it, right?
That was it. That was the secret garden. Awesome place.
Yeah.
All right.
And then that was just kind of us running around and stuff. And then we wanted to get to one more place before we had to go about an hour and a half away to go see Sol. And so we decided that we were going to go to Bell Rock. Did you want to show the video of Bell Rock first, and then we can show some pictures?
Yeah.
Okay. So we ended up, or should we do the picture first?
No, let's do it. Yeah, we can do. We can show some pictures, and then we'll go to the video.
Okay. So we'll show some. You got to go back up to the.
Yeah.
It's hard to see because our X. Yeah, there we go. And back. Bell Rock. Yep, you were just on it. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, so these are just, we'll flip through them fast.
All right, yeah, this is Bell Rock.
This is the area by there.
And this is a masculine energy, and Lisa sent me 4 of the 5 vortexes there, right? Something like that?
Yeah, we just had a bunch of them to kind of choose from. There it is. That is Bell Rock.
And this is a masculine energy.
That's called the Rector.
That's right, the Rector.
Right by it.
And I'm always making mistakes with names, so you know what happened. That's me.
It was freezing. We were like layers and layers in clothes because it was very windy and it was cold.
Yeah, as you walked up, it was fine at one point, and then you woke up, and it was like windy and it was crazy. But
look at those light code energies coming off the sun. You could really feel it too. It was like incredible. There's the Rector again.
Well, it's just a real. Oh, there it is.
No, that's just a quick one. That was like 20 seconds or something that we had.
Can I put it on?
Sure.
Because we are in beautiful Sedona.
Of Bell Rock and like looking around.
Wow, it just goes a lot faster.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful. Look at that.
Okay, so then yeah, there it is. And we did a meditation while we were up there. Yeah. Oh, that's another vortex. That's that church that I can't think of the name of it right now, but I'm sure a lot of people would be familiar with it. We could kind of see it out in the distance, so I zoomed in so we could see it, but you could see it from up there. Those are just some signs at Bell Rock.
Oh, does it tell what it is? Does it say no? Oh, okay, I thought maybe it's the name you forgot. I thought maybe it had it there.
No, it's kind of off in the distance, but
and this is kind of the map of everything.
Yeah, the Bell Rock area.
I wonder if it's in there. All right, so that's that. That should be the last one.
There we go. Yep. And then we have a video that we can kind of, after we get done with our meditation and just kind of being in that energy, we did a real quick recap of that. Yeah, that was in home. We're still sharing too, so that's good.
Yeah.
you named it, so you got to just scroll down a little bit. A few more. Scroll down. If you see the blue, a few more.
Oh,
sorry, guys.
Sorry.
1 second. There it is. Okay.
Where the hell is it?
I don't know. Maybe we should stop sharing while you try to figure that out. Oh, there it is. Bell Rock video. I think our thing's just moving slow motion.
There we go. Hi, everybody. This is John and Lisa, Deep Dives in the Desert, and we are in Sedona, Arizona. And babe, how do you explain the last day and a half?
We've had an amazing day. 24 hours. So for us, it's the day after the election, and we decided to come in. Our beautiful friend Solreta Antaria is in Arizona in another town, and we're actually going to leave right now and go on our way to go meet up with her. But yesterday she was in Mexico.
Yeah.
And so we decided to come a day early because when I went to
Odyssey, Sedona.
I loved Sedona so much. I was like, do you want to go a day early? And
Shit. Sorry, guys. I did not mean to do that. I was trying to turn it up more. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on.
Everybody, this is.
Can I make it fast forward?
One could do.
Sorry, guys.
You know how it worked? Was it private? And he said, you know, you can go on my
Oh my
website.
God. You guys, I'm so sorry. Let's see. This is what I get for touching it. Sorry, guys.
Can I please do it?
Yes, you can do it. Sorry.
30 minutes, and Lisa was. Big thank you to Arcturus Ra.
You guys, I'm sorry, guys.
Kind of think what the surprise would be. So I never been here, so I was thinking maybe.
That's okay.
Sedona so much. I was like, do you want to go a day early, and then you can kind of be there too? And he said yes. So we came in yesterday, and I had a very big surprise. Yeah, I surprised him. You want to say what?
So I couldn't kind of think what the surprise would be. So I never been here, so I was thinking maybe it's a restaurant because I love eating, or I thought it was something maybe sports related because I love sports, but it was something that I could have never imagined. And a great big thank you to Arcturus Ra. She surprised me with a sell well med bed trip where I was in there for 30 minutes, and Lisa was as well, and what's her.
Okay, so her name is Elo Hyla.
Okay, so she is amazing.
Yeah.
And she really helped guide us through what we need to do.
So we went, I contacted him, Arcturus Ra, and asked him if that was something that everyone could do, or how it worked. Was it private? And he said, you can go on my website and you can book a session. So I went on there, and there was a number to call. I left a message. It was Elo Hyla's phone, and she got back to me, and she scheduled it. I told her we were coming. It was like really short notice. She was beautiful, worked with us. Yes, come. And then I screwed up because last time I was here for Odyssey Sedona, which was like 2 weeks ago, we were on the same time zone. Right. I didn't even think about the fact that we were on a different one. So when I made the schedule with her, we get up that morning, we're going, and I put in the map with the address. I told him, and we look, and it says an hour later that we were going to be there. I was like, so I was like texting her, and it was really early in the morning that time. Like, I screwed up, this whole thing. Anyway, she got back to me about, 40 minutes before we were supposed to be there. And she was like, that's fine. When you get here is good. Don't even worry about it. I was like, thank you. So we get there, and it is amazing. You walk in.
Yeah, that space. It's like a little oasis where, the first thing I was like, I'm going to have to take off my shoes, right? Because it was just so beautifully clean.
Yeah.
And put together, the colors, the little statues, the environment, the crystals, the plant, everything is put together in such a way where you feel spiritual, you feel connected. and it's an add-on and a great compliment to when you come into Sedona. The the energy that you feel. This is my first time coming into Sedona, and it was explained to me, but just being explained to you is really nowhere near when you experience it. And so I hope everybody will get a chance to experience coming down that mountain and feeling it. But what a compliment to that, and adding to Sedona, to Sedona's energy and power. But that Selwell medbed, I gotta say, is
No joke.
no joke. And the feeling of it's not plugged in. It's not.
Yeah, there's no electricity to it.
Yeah, there's no like lights going off or anything to make you know. None of that stuff. But the vibration and frequency is palpable, and you could feel it to a point where it's just an amazing, and what you have to connect to and get into your heart space and then be in that bed. You feel just incredible things are going to happen, and not that you think are going to happen. Like I said, and I'm not a journaler. I actually had to write it down because I knew that I was having positive results, massively positive results. I knew my manifestation, what I wanted to manifest, was already done.
Yeah.
And I'm just walking
Really was
into it.
incredible.
And so I thank you for doing that. That was amazing.
Yeah, and we'll have another show, I'm sure, where we talk a little bit more about what our experience was in that med bed.
Yeah.
For each of us, it was very profound. It's very real. Anybody that is a critic going forward, for me, especially when it comes to Arcturus Ra, I can't speak for all of them, but for Arcturus Ra, and he's got a YouTube channel, and you can find the link to his website via that YouTube channel, and you will find him in Odyssey Sedona stuff. The boys at Journey to Truth have interviewed him as well, so it wouldn't be difficult to find him.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to come to Sedona, schedule
Yes.
to have this experience. If you're ready for it, I really think it's profound. And like I said, if anybody says it's not real, it's that, you will never ever convince me of anything other than the fact that this is real.
Mm-hmm.
This is a sentient consciousness.
Yes.
And this actually is 5D. We walked away from that. First of all, just being in the room, and I started saying that earlier, just being in the room, you could feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny went first, and then I was sitting probably about 10 feet away, maybe 12.
Yeah, right around 10 feet.
And I could feel it when he was in there. I was kind of meditating while he was in the cell well, and it was palpable then. That whole area kind of feels like it gets that. But this was an incredible experience. And then after we left there, we went and got something we went to the stupa because it was the closest place. I really wanted to go to one of the other places because I had been there last time I was here. So I was kind of thinking somewhere else, but it was getting late in the afternoon and mid-afternoon. And I thought, you know what, we'll ground in over there. We did. It was beautiful.
Yep.
And then we went and got something to eat and kind of walked around in the uptown area, checked in and went back to the uptown area for at that time. One of our good friends from Ascension Diaries had told us about a Mexican restaurant, and it ended up being like late and we had parked and we didn't end up getting to it. I was kind of bummed about that, but it's just another reason to come back again.
That's right.
Yeah. But
there's no shortage of restaurants.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all over.
Yeah, so the beautiful Alexis and Jace that John does Crypto Corner with, they told us about their favorite Mexican restaurant, and we did not get to it. So
well, hopefully next time we come, we will be going and hopefully meeting them.
That would be beautiful
to meet them there. That would be great.
That would be great. And then today we woke up and we decided we were going to go to Bell Rock, and we did some videos outside of Bell Rock. We did a meditation over there. It was very cold and windy. We were like 3 layers deep, hats on, gloves. Scarves.
I was very nervous I was going to mess my hair up, but it's not bad. So don't worry, guys. It's all good. I know you're concerned.
Oh, thanks, honey. But anyway, so this was an incredible experience.
What about the breakfast place we went to?
Yeah, so I took him to a place that Lily Nova and Katie Mabry had taken me to when I was here for Odyssey Sedona, called the Secret Garden, and it was amazing, right? We sat outside on this patio, and they had it like kind of covered in because it's cold, and they had like heat in, but it was the perfect temperature. They put these little like blankets
And pillows.
yeah, and pillows on the chairs, and so we were really
Very
comfortable.
comfortable, and
We
you can see you're like sitting, but you're sitting in the greenery,
yeah,
like, and so you can feel the energy just like you can off the trees and off the rocks and off everything you feel in Sedona. You can feel like you're sitting in it.
you know what I think you should do before we close this out? I just think you should step out and just kind of do a panoramic of what we're sitting in right now, because you really can't tell to be sitting in this. So
Yeah.
that's how we'll end this. We'll just they don't need your play-by-play.
Yeah. So I just want to say though, Bell Rock.
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say Canyon again, my bad. But Bell Rock, it really, you can feel the energy, and it does feel different. You can really feel. Katie was saying it during Secret Sites. Sacred sites of the masculine and feminine
vortexes,
and you can really. It's the first time that I've ever felt a difference.
Yeah.
And that because it was
the stupa was one energy, and Bell Rock is
And
another.
the reason why I'm amazed and I'm saying it is because I am really not attuned, and most people, she laughs at me because she's like, you're not aware of anything that happens to you. And so, but I as I'm starting to be aware, number one, I'll just say it, I've never been so emotional in my life. She'll tell you. So I'm trying to deal with that. That's something I got to deal with. But it's crazy how the overwhelm and the feeling that you do get from this if you just let go a little bit. And that's something that I have to work on and get used to. But it's an amazing thing, and it's amazing to be authentic and feel like you can be authentic with in this type of environment, and hopefully I can bring that forward to continue with my family and everybody who I could come in contact with, because I think it's a great way to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
and I went and I got last night when we went walking around in the uptown area, there's this place called Crystal Vortex, something like that, and I got this moldavite ring. It's got moldavite, meteorite, and some kind of diamond. I sent it to Katie Mabry last night, and she was like, "Oh, you're matching with me and Lily." So I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So anyway, I was pretty excited about that. I was like, "I'm ready. I'm ready for my moldavite." I don't know if anybody follows anything with crystals, but this is a powerful stone, and I am looking forward to what it brings. But we are on our way to go see our beautiful friend Solreta. I don't know if we'll get any clips with her. Maybe we'll do that. It just kind of depends, but I'm looking forward to seeing her.
All right,
and
let me get the panorama.
Yep, he's gonna go show you guys really quick, and just keep it going or pause it, I guess. And
no, it's all right. They can see me now. Okay. This is the panorama, guys and girls. So this is what we're sitting in.
I was trying to show the call.
1 sec. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, sideways.
This is it.
Everybody does this.
Bell Rock.
Look at that sun. Oh.
And there's the recta. And then we got to go because we got some people. Sorry there, my friends. And that's kind of what we're sitting in. That is what we're sitting in. And so not everybody's happy, but that's what we're sitting in, and it's beautiful, and I have a lot of gratitude with being here. Thank you, babe. And Sedona, amazing, and all the beautiful energies that we got.
So tell the truth. Can you see us living here?
Yes, I would love to live here, and it's just we got to see about our little.
We got to get Gianna graduated first, but this is definitely the plan. It's definitely the plan.
And no matter how close or far we get, babe, you still are so beautiful on camera. It is amazing.
Thanks.
My gosh, I'm lucky. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Anyway, for Deep Dives in the Desert, thank you guys so much. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will be back soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
All right.
Did you see it? The thing was sideways. I told him you got to keep it this way, but he turned it this way.
It's the things that I got to learn along the way of doing this.
And I said vortexes, but I think it's vortices.
Vortices.
I think so. Anyway,
I didn't want to correct you in front of everybody.
Thanks,
like you do
honey.
with me.
Oh,
Yeah, do that.
that's what wives do.
That is what wives do. Good little helpers.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Anyway, so that was our first part of the trip, and then we went to go see Seoul, and we drove about an hour and a half to go see her, and we were thinking we were going to get like maybe in the afternoon. You have to exit.
Yeah.
We were thinking that maybe we were going to get maybe, I don't know, 3 to 5 hours at the most, if we were lucky. And it kind of didn't work out that way. It worked out better. And so we were super excited because we ended up with her for like 9 hours.
And it was amazing. We've known Seoul for several years now, and we created a relationship, and Lisa had, they already met in person, but this was my first time meeting her in person, and these are just some of the pictures. There she is.
Yeah, we went and just kind of were walking around and stuff at the mall and got some coffee and things like that.
And she is a coffee aficionado.
Yes, she is. She knows her coffee.
Australia just beat Italy in the best coffee.
Yeah. And so we were kind of hanging out. We went and we had some coffee and stuff. We were waiting until we could check into our room. And then that was the evening that we went and kind of hung out.
I also want to thank John Krez.
You want to stop sharing? Well, we've got him on there too.
Yeah. So see this piece right here, me and Lisa both have one. John, he made it. It's very special to him. And he gave it to us. And but this is was special to him.
Your pineal gland, and it's got EMF protection and things like that.
It was just a really nice
powerful gesture. It was beautiful, and we've worn it every day since John.
Yeah, every day.
He gave it to us. So yeah.
So yep. So those are the pictures. We just wanted to show you, kind of a few of them.
We have some others, but they're kind of redundant. And I know she was posting. You can stop sharing. So she was posting some too. But we ended up interviewing her the second day.
Yeah, and that interview.
It wasn't really an interview. It was kind of more like a conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was interesting to get her. Well, what really came through with her, perspective is that it's great. She loves America, which was awesome, but also
it has ties to it. She's got a grandfather that was American.
Yeah, but also what I love is, although Australia was kind of shut down quite a bit, and during the lockdown, they really the citizens weren't treated like they should have been and all that stuff. But she still was like, you don't come down on Australia, not to us, but to people who were. And I love the fact that although that she wasn't in, say, agreement with everything, she was a patriot with her country. And I love that because I am with America.
Yeah.
But she does love America too. And it comes out, and she was here during, Halloween and the election, and you'll hear her talk about it, but really cool perspective.
We have a video that's coming out, and then ours is probably going to be out actually tonight. It'll be out, and this is the 11/11 portal, so that's pretty cool. And then she's going to actually be playing it too. She was saying, at least on her channel, and maybe even on Maison Jupiter, she's going to have it as well. So
so her channel is Solreta Antaria.
On YouTube, correct.
On YouTube, and then Maison Jupiter. She may or may not play it there, but she's also there, and the girls there, the women there are amazing. Julie, her sister,
Sophie, and Elena. And Sol does the Galactic show there, and then she also goes in with them on, I know, the Divine Feminine Rebirth show, and maybe more. Anyway, so we talk about that stuff a little bit, and we do that video. It was really interesting just to kind of get her take on everything, and to spend time with her. But that was incredible. That was definitely a highlight. I'm so happy that you got to really spend time with her.
And she'll tell you too, when I first met her, just walking towards her to say hello, when she starts getting closer to you, you can feel her vibe is high, and you feel it. And when I gave her a hug, I was like, whoa.
We had some of the most incredible things I almost forgot to talk about. So we get to our room, we're checking in. John kind of like lays down on the bed, and her and I had pushed these two chairs. There was like a chair you could sit in, and then there was one that went to a desk. We got to push them together, and we were sitting there chatting and talking, and we got like some ET download stuff. We were getting some amazing things that were happening there while he kind of took a nap, and then he kind of woke up, and her and I were like sick of sitting in these chairs, so we went and scooted in on the bed, and he went over and sat in the chair, and her and I were just kind of sitting there, laid down, put the blankets on us. We're scrolling through our phones and talking and everything. These orbs and light things are like popping up all over the place over us on the bed.
Yeah.
And even in front of over you where you were on the chair, it was like orbs and flashing lights, not just,
Yeah. Every time we was talking, and so Rita was like, "So John, what do you think about whatever, right? ABC?" And so as I was trying to talk and let her know, they were both going like this. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? So, sorry to interrupt, John. Can I continue?
Yeah.
Whoa, did you see that? Both of them, and they were both at the same time. It wasn't like one did it, and they were both going like, "Whoa, like, did you see that?" And so having both of them highly gifted, with visuals and seeing stuff, it was just incredible to be in the same room.
We're getting some other downloads and stuff like that, and we're seeing. I saw her on the ship, and I was there, and anyway, that was incredible and emotional, because it was like this vision that had been showing up for me for a while, and then realizing and recognizing that one of those women that were there were her. That was pretty incredible. And then when we went to dinner that night, that was crazy with John Krez, and I was getting like that whole download. I won't go into too much because he's not here, and I didn't ask him, but I got a whole, like, I sometimes I'll get a picture of somebody that's kind of like there's another iteration of them that's kind of superimposed over them while they're talking to me, and I'm kind of seeing it, and I'm just like looking at him and Sola on one side of the table, and I was like talking and kind of leaning in, and all of a sudden I was just like, and she's like, I saw it as soon as it was coming on, and I was like, John, and I'm like trying to tell him like this whole thing that I'm getting, and then I'm hearing words, then I'm getting like downloads about his health and things like that, which turned out to be very accurate.
Yeah, and she don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on with John. It was the first time I was meeting him like in person, and
I had met him in person before, but we didn't. We don't talk about our
it's just like an in passing meeting. But he was like in shock that she was like hitting accurately his medical stuff.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm hearing, things. So anyway.
But you know what the best part of that was? The best part of that was that I got probably a good hour to really get to know Solreta.
Oh, because when we were talking, yeah.
Yeah, because you were talking to John about, the stuff you were getting, and me and Sol were talking, and we're talking about her family, my family, us, we want to go to Australia so we can meet everybody,
she was telling us about where we need to go when we're together, and then we were planning like our next time we get to see each other, not even in America, and telling her like we would love to be with her partner to be here too, and us to be able to kind of be able to hang out. But that was
awesome.
That was incredible. And I mean, I told her, I'm like, she was like, I can't believe you're getting it. I said, every time I'm around you, it's like you ever have that where you're like with people that are very in tune? It happens with me. Well, you'll find out when we do our sacred sites with Katie Mabry about Mount Charleston. The same kind of thing happened.
Wait till you guys hear that.
That was insane. And we have like,
it's picking up. You know what? That momentum is picking up in this whole thing, this ascension thing. I'm telling you, this is crazy.
And when you're around other people that have this abilities too, it's almost like it steps up your abilities, and you kind of are doing this more often and easily. But and also Katie Taft does that with Katie in the chorus.
Yeah.
That's another person that if I'm
one
around,
of my favorites.
And I do that. Yeah, we love her. But it's just, anyway, it was really interesting.
Yeah. And you want to know, there's people that you stay with, and they're like energy suckers, and there's people you stay with, and they're just energy givers, and they amplify what you are, which is why it's important of, who you stay with. And Solreta is definitely one of those people that is a massive walking heart and amplifier of
She's so
of anything.
beautiful.
And yeah, so it's
Everything
incredible.
you can think that she would be when watching her and everything. It's authentic. It's real. It is her.
She
She's a
exceeded every
lovely,
expectation.
lovely person. I
Yeah.
love her to death.
Yep. Yeah, especially with me meeting her. I'm telling you, I was nervous because I was so dreading the fact that if God forbid she is like on camera, she's sweet, and off camera, she's like, "Rah!" But she exceeded every expectation I had that I could ever put out there for anyone. She's a beautiful person. I'm very, very, very happy to call her a sister.
Yeah, we love her. And she did a show on Maison Jupiter with part of her trip, and then she's still not finished in America. I think in total she's going to be gone from Australia for like 27 days, and
Wow.
so she's still in the midst of this journey that she's on. So it'll be interesting to keep in tune with her too, to see kind of how the rest of it played out. But
Yeah.
it was lovely to be with her. We got so much more time than we thought we were going to. We thought we were going to get a snippet, and we really got like a full day and a half with her.
Real
and
quality time.
Yeah, and just talking and hanging out, and we were all emotional when we were leaving, and it was lovely. So.
Yeah, she's someone who you want to kidnap and keep with you.
I know.
Yeah. So
I wish she could be here more often. But anyway, so that's our Sedona / Solreta.
Solreta, the Bell Rock, Med Bed, and really before we end, I really do. I have a lot of gratitude. I never met Arcturus Ra, but I have a lot of gratitude for him putting that bed together.
We'll be going to that regularly.
Yes, we definitely will be going there regularly, and hopefully we're taking some family with us. But putting that together for everybody, for humanity, I'm telling you, it's an amazing advancement. It's an amazing technology. If you're ready for it, I think Lisa had said that in the video, and that is 100% correct.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to thank you because you've made a severe impact in my health already for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And so thank you for that.
And an impact on our belief system.
Yes.
Of what's possible and what's coming. It's an exciting time to be around, and what a magnificent being he is.
Yes, and it's a confirmation on that everything is energy, frequency, and if you have any type of dis-ease with that has a frequency, there is a healing frequency that can counteract it. And we just experienced it in real time.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.
Yes, and comment. Let us know what you think of it. And we just really, we hope it didn't go too long, but we really wanted to bring you guys along on this trip with us because it was so special. Thank you for setting that up and for and having me go to Sedona, meeting Sol in person for the first time. Just the whole thing was magical, and we really wanted to bring you guys on it. But comment and let us know, what you thought.
Yeah.
But over the net, for deep dives in the desert, John and Lisa, we love you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right.